Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Jahan, 180!
Right there, 56. Watch the slant, watch the slant!
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got his rookie tight end. That's Herb Smith Jr. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Check 56. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. This a screen to Abdullah. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Open man, David Morgan, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Watch QB drop. Hatch it.
Hey, we're good.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
I think we can all agree that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it, and the best part, they made it pay off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Down. 18 Gator.
Man left.
4 down.
Throwing on 1st down. Waters. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 1st and 10, Waters. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
61. Match box.
From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. It's caught by Bryant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
On the set.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Jammer.
Lucky 48.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Cousins, and he rifles one incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Zebra.
Lot 56.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know it's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Check right.
Hey, can't.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He completes it to Abdullah. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
You mine. 300.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Where's your hot?
Now Cousins on 4th down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Able to slither by. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, Waters. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Indy.
Go.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 42. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 42's the Mike, boy. 42's the Mike. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Waters. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Go.
Mike 42. Here I come.
From the gun, Waters. It's complete to Williams. Oh, what a juke into space. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Waters toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Double dog, that's the way.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And Abdullah lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll...
And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around? And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Cousins. He's got Smith here. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's a first down run with Collins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and a couple. Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete from the 21 and 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
Ready?
To throw again. Waters. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 3, check 3.
Let's 50. Through.
Here's Collins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Cousins now.
What we got?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Good job.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to coach.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. Right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun on third down, Waters. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Waters, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early?
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory.
Here we go.
It's a big one there for the Vikings. 55 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Cousins. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Check. Rose. Crouch.
Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Check 13.
Cousins again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
To throw from his end zone, Waters, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. The final shot before break. Waters. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go,
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a new way of doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Waters. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. On 3rd and 2, Waters. He may try and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Their mobile quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Now they're setting up a screen here on the left side. Touchdown, Vikings! Amir Abdullah, his 2nd touchdown on. Are going to widen that advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Waters. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
90, Wolf.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun. Waters. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
30 base.
55, Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
Here we go.
Now.
From the gun, Waters. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Go now. 50, play.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Waters. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Stephen Weatherly drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Team 6. Ready?
On 4th down, Waters. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
And the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 43.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point try by Bailey. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Vikings 41, Raiders 15. Dan Bailey.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Ready, set.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Waters. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Hey, watch the lane.
Following the interception, Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if it's...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Gary and Conley. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Cousins on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. This is Collins on the handoff. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Let's go, baby.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
48.
Now Collins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I know you feel
8
that.
yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 28-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, that QB's trash.
Now Cousins. His throw. What about the 5? And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing his Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
15 line. 15 line.
Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got it to Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
18
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Operating from the gun, Waters. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check.
Let's lead grip.
From the gun, Waters. Looking sideline, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with Smith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it now with Smith. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
We got
Ready?
They'll toss it to Smith. He's got the first down inside the 10. That good for 19 and a first down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Let's get up.
A toss play. This is Lynch. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Waters in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Ben Gideon with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Waters. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
Wide, get wide.
Hey, 382, Liz, 50. What's that?
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Bang, 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 bang.
What's that?
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gainer there on 3rd and 5. 36 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Black.
Out.
To try again after the sack. Cousins is going to float this one deep right side. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His big game continues. 10 catches now, and another first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Collins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
56. Watch the screen. Check nickel.
2. What's that?
Throwing here, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
This is screen to Abdullah. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback, because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here's Matt Weil now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week, as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One final shot. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Here we go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Oakland, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And